Good evening, this is Gabriel Jackson, and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day, number 82, part 4, using the Sefer HaChinuch. A Mitzvah Day keeps your soul on its way, and here we go. Not to render judgment based upon assumptions. The Ramban, Nachmanides of blessed memory, reckons this verse, the blameless or the innocent you shall not slay, as presenting two distinct prohibitions, and he maintains that the verse speaks of a different topic than that presented above. According to Ramban, the meaning of this verse is that we must acquit the defendant in capital cases in certain situations where we would find him liable in monetary cases, as will be explained below. The Ramban relies in this position upon that which the sages have stated in Tractate Sanhedrin, as we shall immediately cite. The Mishnah Sanhedrin lists a number of procedural differences between capital cases and monetary cases. Among them is the rule that in monetary cases, if after the judges issue a ruling that they realize that they erred, they're able to reverse their ruling, whether to exonerate a defendant that they had ruled liable, or to impose liability on a defendant that they had exonerated. In capital cases, however, they may reverse only a ruling of guilt in order to correctly acquit the defendant, but they can never reverse an acquittal, even if it was wrong. The Gemara there in 33b cites a brisa that derives two applications of this rule from the verse, V'naki v'tzadik al tarog, the blameless or the innocent you shall not slay. The brisa explains that the blameless and the innocent refer to two situations where, although the defendant was sentenced to death, he may not be executed. The Ramban quotes this brisa to support his understanding of the verse. The sages taught a brisa. From where do we derive that if one left the court convicted of the charge against him, and as he was being taken away to be executed, someone said, I have an argument to advance in favor of his acquittal, that we return the defendant to court to consider this new argument in his favor? We are in fact so commanded, for the verse states, the blameless or the innocent you shall not slay. That is to say, this individual may not be executed, for perhaps he is actually blameless, since perhaps this person who is now advancing a new argument on the defendant's behalf will successfully teach us that the defendant is blameless of his accused crime. The brisa continues with another case. And from where do we derive that if one left the court acquitted of the charge against him, and someone says, I have an argument to advance for his conviction, that we do not return the defendant to court to consider this new argument? The Torah teaches the innocent you shall not slay. This defendant is classified as innocent since he has already emerged from the court having been declared innocent. You see, we want innocence so badly. We want not to kill. Thus, the sages infer from this verse two distinct prohibitions. All these matters can be understood as based on the underlying purpose I have written above, says the author, that it is the will of the Almighty that we explore any reason for acquitting the defendant. For even if he in fact committed the crime of which he is accused, perhaps he has repented and regrets the evil that he committed, and he can still be among those who settle the world productively. And God, blessed is He, desires the productive settlement of the world. Wow, what a mitzvah. That concludes this mitzvah. Thanks for listening to sponsor Future Mitzvah 36. 100 for the gold. We shall see you tomorrow.